All right, let's be real for a second. You clicked on this video because you're procrastinating right now, aren't you? And listen, I get it. I've been there, sitting on my bed, scrolling, telling myself, I'll start in 5 minutes. And then 5 minutes turns into an hour, then into a whole day. But here's the thing. Procrastination isn't some mysterious, impossible to beat enemy. In fact, overcoming it is ridiculously simple. Actually, not easy, but simple. You just need to understand one thing. Procrastination isn't a time management problem. It's an emotion management problem. Think about it. You don't procrastinate because you're lazy. You don't avoid tasks because you can't do them. You procrastinate because, in the moment, doing the thing feels bad. Maybe it feels overwhelming. Maybe it feels boring. Maybe it triggers your fear of failure, so your brain finds a way to escape. And what's the easiest escape? Instagram, YouTube, Netflix. Suddenly, organizing your sock drawer becomes urgent. Sound familiar? And by the end of this video, you're going to see exactly why. All right, so let's say you have something you need to do. Maybe it's writing an essay, cleaning your room, or responding to that email you've been avoiding for a week. Normally, your brain immediately hits you with, ugh, I don't want to do this, and so you put it off. But what if, instead of fighting yourself, you made the first step so ridiculously small that it felt too easy to say no to? Let me give you an example. There was this time I had a massive report to write, and I kept pushing it off because it felt like this huge, awful thing. But instead of telling myself, just start writing, I told myself, all right, I'm just gonna open my laptop. That's it. No pressure to write. Just open the laptop. And guess what? Once the laptop was open, I thought, okay, I'll just write the first sentence. And after that, the second sentence didn't seem so bad. Before I knew it, I was in the flow, and the thing I had been dreading was already happening. This is called the 2-minute rule. If a task feels overwhelming, break it down until the first step takes less than 2 minutes. Instead of go to the gym, it's put on my workout shoes. Instead of write an essay, it's write one sentence. The trick is to lower the mental resistance so your brain doesn't freak out and try to escape. Now, you might be thinking, but what if I just don't feel motivated? And let me tell you something that changed my entire life. Motivation is a scam. Seriously. It's unreliable, it's inconsistent. And if you're waiting to feel motivated before you start, you're going to be waiting forever. Think about it. When was the last time you felt like doing something difficult? When was the last time you woke up and thought, wow, I can't wait to tackle this boring spreadsheet today? Probably never. And that's because motivation doesn't come before action. It comes after. Here's a little secret. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. You don't start working because you feel motivated. You feel motivated because you start working. And once you get moving, even just a little bit, your brain thinks, oh, I guess we're doing this. And suddenly it's easier to keep going. So instead of waiting for motivation, just focus on getting started, even if you don't want to, even if you only do 5 minutes, because once you start, everything else gets easier. Now let's talk about the real reason why you keep procrastinating. Your brain has been trained to associate certain tasks with stress, boredom, or discomfort. And every time you avoid them, you reinforce that pattern. It's like when you hit snooze on your alarm every morning. Eventually, it becomes automatic. But the good news? Just like you trained yourself to procrastinate, you can train yourself not to. And it starts with changing your reward system. Right now, your brain sees distraction, scrolling, gaming, binge watching, as the reward and work as the punishment. So the goal is to flip that. Instead of rewarding yourself before you do the work, by procrastinating, reward yourself after. For example, tell yourself, I can only watch YouTube after I write one paragraph, or I can only check my phone after 20 minutes of focused work. Suddenly, the reward comes after productivity, not before, and your brain starts rewiring itself to crave completion instead of avoidance. Now, if there's one thing you take away from this video, let it be this. You have 5 seconds to act before your brain talks you out of it. This is called the 5-second rule, and it works like this. Whenever you feel the urge to procrastinate, count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And the moment you hit 1, physically move, stand up, open the book, start typing, do something. Why does this work? Because hesitation is the enemy. The longer you sit there thinking, should I not? The more your brain finds excuses. But when you act before hesitation kicks in, you bypass all the mental resistance. And I know it sounds too simple to work, but trust me, try it. Next time you're about to put something off, count down from 5 and move. You'll be shocked at how effective it is. Look, procrastination isn't a character flaw. It's not something you're stuck with forever. It's just a habit, one that you can break. And you don't need superhuman willpower or some complicated system to do it. You just need to, 1, make the first step stupidly easy. 2, stop waiting for motivation. Take action first. 3, rewire your brain by rewarding yourself after work, not before. 4, use the 5-second rule to beat hesitation. That's it. Simple, right? Because overcoming procrastination is ridiculously simple, actually. Now, if you made it this far, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe so we can reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers before July. And if you're about to procrastinate right now, count down from 5 and go do just one tiny step. Then come back and tell me in the comments what happened. All right, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.